rain, just following him around because he was a grumpy Gus. And I absolutely loved that the cat saved his life in a way of, right? His mental health.
Yeah.
Do you have a cat?
I don't have a cat. I have dogs, but I do like cats. Yeah.
Okay, so you have dogs. How come you didn't have a dog in the film?
Stray dogs tend to be a little iffy. I feel like they're a bit more because I've like played with stray cats and stuff before. So that cat was sort of like something that I took from my own experience. But whenever I've seen stray dogs, like, you know, they tend to be a bit more shy, a bit more aggressive, I guess. So,
okay, yeah. So deep down, you're a cat lover.
Maybe, yeah, I guess so.
All right, I got that. Good job. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a good message and it was conveyed in a very relatable way for an audience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Assis Sethi. I am the director, co-writer, and editor of the first film that you saw, Slam Dunk Sahaj. It is a proof of concept short film that we made to promote our feature that we are in late development with, which is also called Slam Dunk Sahaj.
I really liked this concept. I thought it was done really well. Are you a basketball fan, a basketball player?
I used to play in my high school, but obviously my height wouldn't take me further. But
I don't know. Wasn't Larry Bird like a petite little basketball? He was awesome. Anyway, I'm aging myself too. I know.
Yeah, it's something I used to play with my sister, and we played in high school. We grew up in New York, so basketball was everywhere, and we're basketball fanatics. And when we realized that women in sports are not being promoted, we knew about the NBA. We didn't know about the WNBA. And once we figured that out, oh, there's something called WNBA, that's when we're like, okay, we need to do something about this.
So that's great. This is a proof of concept for your feature then?
Yes.
All right. Congratulations. Best of luck with your feature.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Liam Abbott, and I was the director of Feeding Alaska, which was the documentary about food security in Alaska.
It intrigued me. I did not know about that in Alaska, so thank you for educating me. What drew you to that subject?
Well, it was a part of a program at my university, and I was with a team, and we got a grant to go make a social issue documentary in Alaska. So we were kind of bound to the geographics of Alaska. And so we had 3 months to develop something and to go and develop an idea to go up and film there. And so there's a variety of different subjects that I looked at, and we really thought we wanted to make a film that could educate people in Alaska and also outside of it and make it a little relevant to everyone. And so that was the idea we landed on, and we went up there and we filmed it. And that's how it came to be.
Well, you did a good job with that. And I like that you did broaden it beyond just Alaska, because I think that what struck me most was when you had the percentages throughout all of the other 48. So that was an excellent job. Thank you very much for that.
Hello. I'm Jake. I'm the producer, and I also acted in Intruder, the little sci-fi horror film from.
You were the sneaky dude.
Yeah, I was the creepy guy. Yeah. And I'm here with the director, Alex. Big applause to him also. He'll be next. But yeah.
Okay, Alex, go ahead and introduce yourself, and then I'm going to ask questions.
Yeah, I'm Alex. I'm the writer, director, editor of Intruder. To just talk about the film, it's like a crime horror thriller set in like the near future, where I imagine there's like a illicit kind of Craigslist where people can find apartments to rob, and that's how they make a living. So that's the premise.
It was a good premise, and I liked it because I didn't know where it was going at the beginning, because you started with the dude being dragged across the floor, and I thought, oh, what's going on there?
My dad in the audience, that's the dude being dragged across the floor.
Good job, Dad. Like it when you recruit family members.
Yeah.
Was there any challenge with working with your dad? Was he a good listening? Did he listen to you well? Took direction well?
No complaints. Honestly, he's got a history of acting on the stage, you know?
Nice.
He was very professional.
Did he charge you a lot?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, I liked this concept. I liked that the villain, no offense, sir, wasn't fully portrayed or shown at any one point. And I loved how you ended it with that, just her not seeing the pop-up, so that there was an element of suspense after that. What brought this concept on for you?
I worked a really bad job and I was just thinking about like the things we're asked to do in order to like make money and how some people don't have a choice in what they're being so told to do. And I just imagine a world where you take that to the extreme, where this girl has no choice but to be a burglar, and then she has like maybe the worst day you could ever have, and she ends up making that money at the end, but it's like, at what cost? She's seen horrific things. And so not the most pleasant concept, but I thought it's something that needed to be told.
And how much did you enjoy playing a villain?
It was amazing. Oh my God, I had so much fun.
We won't hold that against you. Well, thank you very much. It was a great concept. I very much enjoyed it. Is there a feature film in this, or was it just
That'd be cool. I have thought about how I could extend this into like a full feature runtime, because there's definitely like opportunity to continue this guy's story. Yeah, that's definitely something I've given some thought.
Good? Go start writing. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jong-hee. I'm the director, South Korean director of Negative Space.
Negative space.
Yes, it's about 29 years old job seeker while dealing with the two kinds of negative space in her life.
I loved that movie. I loved
Thank you.
what it showed. I loved how it was filmed. How did you come up with that concept?
The idea for film came from talking to my friends and colleagues and people around me who are dreaming and struggling to find their own path. So I want to bring the question. The question is about what is the most important thing, hard work, working hard, or result. So,
And that's a big, I think that theme resonates with everybody in general, and specifically with artists who struggle to find their creative path while struggling financially and dealing with the world around them. So I very much enjoyed that aspect of it.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. My name's Connie Wong. I'm an actor and I star in Tokens. And I'm also here with the director and creator.
Hi, my name is Winifred Zhang. I'm the director and creator of Tokens. Tokens, the episode that you saw, was part of season 2 of a web series, which you can find on the Roku channel.
Yeah, and a very cool concept. So the environment that we're in right now, all of that, I'm sure, fed into your wanting to create this type of a short film. What solidified it for you? What made you decide to say, this is what I want to do for a series?
Well, it all started with BIPOC actors not getting the roles that they wanted, and I just created a world in which they didn't have any choice. And so in season 1, they got to go on to sets and be anything that they wanted to be because they were cast as on-call actors. In the season 2, we kind of expanded that world where they all were brought in together to try and make one show work.
Is there a season 3 coming?
We're working on the half hour.
Oh, okay. That's good. And so what is you enjoy working on that film? Did it speak to you? What about the script did you enjoy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Winnie and I actually met at a party and we talked about it together before we actually created it. And what I love about playing Sammy is it's a great reflection of what's going on too.
And it's
So,
very funny. Like it's
Yes.
tongue in cheek, right? It's written very well. And I think I saw you speak at the ACTRA, at an ACTRA conference, I'm pretty sure. So,
yeah.
but you guys did a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gabriel Veneri. I was the writer, director, actor in Begin Again, and I am here with my co-star. I did not plan to look like a floor manager with the coffee cup and the lanyard and the polo, but here we are.
But you do. That's all right. We'll forgive you. I loved this. I loved it so much. I loved the message that you portrayed. I loved the cup. I loved that the character fell off the wagon into the lowest of the low and got back up. Where did you come up with this idea?
The very first shot of the movie is actually lifted directly from what I was doing when I thought of the movie. I was attempting to meditate one day, and I had set a 5-minute timer on my phone, and I'd made some coffee, and I was like, I'm just going to sit and close my eyes and breathe. And I was sitting and closing my eyes and breathing, and I thought, I'm doing pretty well. This is probably 5 minutes. And I opened my eyes, and I'd only had my eyes closed for 45 seconds. And so I thought, you know what, 45 seconds is a good start today. And then I looked over, and I'm not joking, this coffee mug was just staring at me in the face. And I felt guilted to continue meditating, and I finished that 5 minutes.
Sometimes all we need is someone staring back at us, right? To give us that little nudge.
Oh yeah, just the right amount of guilt can go a long way.
Just the right amount of guilt. But I liked it, and I liked how you wove it together. And the message is very important, I think, for people to know that it's okay to just begin again. You can always have that moment where you're able to, okay, start over, right? Every moment can be a new moment.
Yeah, exactly. That was the point. I didn't want the movie to end with all of his problems are solved. I wanted it to end with one day at a time kind of thing.
And that's a really important message. So I'm glad that you ended it that way, because if it was tied up in a bow, I would have cried foul, right? Because that's not how life works. Not how my life works anyway. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Ross Monroe. I'm a Vancouver-based, Winnipeg-born, educated at Humber College in the 80s, writer-director of The Moviegoer.
Hi, my name is Maria Monroe, and I am his wife and producer.
That was, I didn't know where that movie was going when you first started. I just thought that it started off so cool, and it engaged me right from the beginning. And then it was really amazing to see it transition through to the end, and you said that you married her, and that surprised me. So tell me a little bit about your impetus for this movie.
Well, we came up with the idea during COVID because, as you know, as we all locked down, and we were really missing our communities in general. And for me, being a moviegoer, my movie-going community as well. So it was kind of like a love letter to how much we miss being going back to the movies. So it's great to see everybody here, and that was the inspiration. And so I just thought I would do a almost true look at my life as a 9-year-old going to movies, to have some fun with that and kind of relate to that. So, and then I kind of thought, I'm going to do a tribute to my wife while I'm here, since she's my producer and has put up with me. So let's do that.
Okay, so I'm going to add to that. The reality was that he wanted to use Raquel Welch, and the clips of Raquel Welch we couldn't pay. So he told me, "You're cheaper, so I'm going to use your photos."
You're cheaper. That's what every wife wants to hear.
It's okay.
It's okay. I still love him, right?
I'm a producer.
Oh, so you understand the money aspect. You're like, yes, I'm cheaper. Let's go with me. So what was there a challenge with integrating kind of animation with real life in this?
Well, you know what? We really like the idea of the animation because, as you can see with the movie, like it's not based, like we don't have any footage of me as a 9-year-old going to the movies, obviously, in the 70s. So the animation was great because it allowed us to sort of create all these huge gaps in the story and kind of move everything forward. And it kind of gave that 70s vibe, Saturday morning cartoon vibe. So it kind of added to the feel of the film. So that was really fun to do the animation.
It worked really well. Yeah.
Thank you.
I enjoyed the film. Thank you very much.
I'm Rachel, and I made the animated one On Track.
Oh, you know what? I love that. That reminded me of New Beginnings, that same kind of, you tell me the message, because I felt that it was an important message of, you don't have to skip your life and focus only on that end line and feel like you're failing while everybody's passing by you when there's other things on tangent. So is that kind of what you wanted to experience?
Yeah, like it's kind of about how life can sometimes feel like a race in a lot of ways. Like the idea that, it's about, there's a singular path and there's a singular end line. And that there's also the people are also the idea that there's a singular starting line and people passing you are it's a competition and it's competitive. And also like there were some things that I cut from it, like the idea of like an audience and like other things to like play into the metaphor. And like I kind of just wanted to make a film about how it's like not really like that, and like, you know, just like slowing down and like realizing, like getting out of the mindset and stuff.
Well, I think that's really important these days with social media, where you can feel like your life isn't quite measuring up to other people who are maybe passing you by and heading towards that finish line, and you're like so far back. And I think that you really need to take a look around at what your life is offering you at any given moment and know that there are other paths for you to follow. Right? It's not one straight shot.
Yeah.
Well, it was done very well, and I liked it. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much. Now, I do want to, two things for everybody. One is, please, filmmakers, go visit the Filmmakers Lounge. We have now in Oakville a studio. It's called Knoll Studios. My head blew up yesterday when they took me on a tour of it. It is a creative, great studio space that's based here in Oakville now. Similar to the ones you'd find downtown in Toronto. They have all kinds of rooms where you can set up a hospital room. They have a Star Trek room. If you're a geek like me, I stood on one of the pads, pretended I was beamed up. So I highly encourage you all. They're taking everybody on tours. It's free. They have snacks. Go check that out. You will not be disappointed. And then the other thing is, we do have a professional photographer here today. So if you would like a professional photo on the step and repeat outside, please just let him know, and he'll take you and take your picture. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed all of the short films as much as I did. You are all super creative, and I have to tell you, I loved the shorts are my favorite. I loved every single one because it's like seeing 13 films. It is seeing 13 films. So there you go. Thank you very much. He'll meet you at the step and repeat. So we do have another film